All right, let's go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everyone to our live Wednesday night Elite Honors webinar. Tonight, I want to show you a new tool that I've been working with. There's a fellow by the name of Campbell Young. He's in Scotland, and Campbell's not in my organization. He's on Dane's right-hand side. I'm on Dane's left-hand side. But Campbell and I have built a relationship, and we've been doing some things cooperatively together. I ran a meeting for him this morning through a different type of platform, and he's been putting together this flyer. Now, the graphics are the things that he's done. He originally had some information on his flyer that I told him that we needed to clean up because it most likely wouldn't get past compliance from Synergy. And so he took the suggestions, and tonight what I want to do is I want to show you this flyer that I'm also working with Dane Orge on, because Dane wants me to go to Las Vegas to do a trade show. He has his brother Garth is going to be there, and he's got another person who's interested in the business opportunity in Synergy Worldwide. They're interested in joining Synergy Worldwide, and they want us to share half their booth at this trade show. What I want to show you tonight is the flyer, the adaptations that have been made to the flyer, and then get your input that if you have any suggestions before I do a final printing for this for the trade show. And then once I have everyone's final suggestions, I'll actually put this as a PDF in the Synergy library and hopefully make that available to everyone tomorrow. So up on the screen there's actually two images for what you see. You'll see Project Plus on the top, you see the clinically proven box of citrus berry, and then the background you have a husband wife. She's riding the bike, he's jogging. I have another one from the IM cycling team, and I'll show that to you in just a little bit. But this is what Campbell had sent me, and these will be a little bit hard to see, so I'm just going to show you briefly them. We're going to cover them in a little bit more detail when I go to the PDF. But what he sent back to me is what I wanted to show down here at the bottom. This would not fly here in America. Decrease blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, improve heart health, that might work. Better circulation would work. Safe and natural alternative to Viagra. So most likely from a compliance standpoint, those items that are at the bottom of this flyer wouldn't necessarily pass maybe Alex's scrutiny if he saw them. Now what I did, let me close this off. And I put this already into a PDF. I'm going to go to the other image. Again, well, I'll take that back. This isn't the IM cycling team. This is another group. This person personally is in Germany. This is an image that was taken off of the Synergy blog. I don't remember this individual's name, but he has the, for his country, he has the record for his age category for the event that he's running in. So they use this image from an athletic performance standpoint. We've got two flyers that you could target. The event that I'm going to in Las Vegas is geared towards athletic performance. It's geared towards personal trainers. It's geared for people who are looking for ways to improve their cardiovascular health. So we're going to go with this image. And as we scroll this down, again, we have 10 reasons to take Progenine Plus. Progenine Plus, clinically proven to significantly increase nitric oxide levels over just L-arginine alone. We lifted that from Synergy's information. Progenine Plus, clinically proven to reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which can prevent vascular inflammation. Progenine Plus utilizes 262 quality assurance tests to guarantee the purity and potency of all ingredients. Progenine Plus contains vitamin K2, which has been shown to significantly improve arterial and cardiovascular health. I made it a point to add that one. Campbell didn't have it. And the reason why I bring this one up and I want to spend some time on it, Donald's been working with a doctor in Barbados who's actually writing prescriptions for people to take Progenine Plus. And this doctor originally got the product when he was here in the United States. He had such tremendous improvements in his own personal health that he bought product, took it back, and he took it back to Barbados, and he started to write prescriptions. Now, Donald met with him because Donald is now supplying him with Progenine Plus, and This physician is tied to a pharmacy. That pharmacy is now carrying ProArgi-9 Plus, and the physician is writing prescriptions for him. And the reason why I'm spending this time telling you this story is because when Donald sat down with this physician, although on the box it's indicated which form of vitamin K, Synergy still lists vitamin K as vitamin K. And most doctors don't know the difference between vitamin K1 and vitamin K2, or if they see vitamin K, they don't bother to look in the parentheses and identify, is that vitamin K1 that they're using, or is it actually vitamin K2 that they're using? Now, once this doctor understood that the form that we're using in ProArgi Plus is vitamin K2, that changed his whole perspective on how he's going to give this product to his patients. Before, if he had a person that were on blood thinner medications, he would most likely not recommend ProArgi-9 Plus because he was thinking vitamin K, which interferes with blood thinning medications. Now that he knows that it's vitamin K2, he has there's no inhibition in terms of not writing prescription to any one of his patients now that he knows that information. So it's really important that, especially if you're talking to a doctor, that you help them understand that we use vitamin K2 in ProArgi-9 Plus. As we go on and read the rest of these statements, ProArgi-9 Plus uses pure, free-form L-arginine isolated and purified from a fermentation process of natural ingredients. ProArgi-9 Plus helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels while enhancing blood flow to vital organs. ProArgi-9 Plus may help with erectile dysfunction. ProArgi-9 Plus may protect against the complications of type 2 diabetes. ProArgi-9 Plus may increase energy, alertness, and memory. And ProArgi-9 Plus unique formulation combats the negative effects of premature cardiovascular aging. So I wanted to make sure that these 10 statements that we have, in this case 10 reasons to take ProArgi-9 Plus, that from a compliance standpoint we wouldn't have any issues. And what I did is I changed the bottom, because you don't necessarily have to address specific health issues. You can do that in conversations with people. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to highlight again this aspect of nitric oxide therapy and how it can improve human performance. So we have down at the bottom, discover how nitric oxide therapy can improve human performance. And I've had Dane look at this. He's happy with this flyer. We're going to go ahead and do the front of this one for the event that he has me going to. And then here is the same flyer. Again, I'll have it in a PDF form. And well, this is in a PDF form. I'll upload it into the Synergy library in the PDF section of the Synergy library. I'll do that tomorrow. And the only difference between this flyer and the one that you just saw is the image that's on top. So when you go into this, you can decide who's your market. If you're marketing to people who are 45 and older and maybe do recreational exercise, then this flyer would speak better to them. If you're talking to people who are doing heavy exercise, CrossFit, triathletes, 5K, half marathons, marathon runners, you can choose the other flyer to speak to them. So here's the backside. The backside starts with the power of nitric oxide therapy. We believe there is a simple but powerful way to naturally address cardiovascular health concerns, as well as improve athletic performance. It's based in Nobel Prize winning science that effectively harnesses the power of the miracle molecule nitric oxide. When you properly nourish the lining of your cardiovascular system, endothelium, you can create higher levels of nitric oxide. This improves blood flow to increase the delivery of oxygen and nutrients while properly removing metabolic waste products. Bottom line, your cells, tissues, and organ systems function better, helping you live healthier lives. For athletes, this means delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, allowing you to work at a higher aerobic capacity with less lactic acid accumulation. If you want more information on how you can use nitric oxide therapy to improve your human performance, then please contact, and in this case we've got the back end of it branded to myself, and Dane, our phone numbers, our email addresses. I haven't decided if I'm going to attach this to a website or not, but the bottom half of this, or the bottom third, our product of choice to harness nitric oxide therapy, Pro Arginine Plus from Synergy Worldwide. And then we have clinically proven on the left, listed in the physician's desk reference on the right, and that's the back side of the flyer. Again, I passed it through Dane. He likes it. We're going to go ahead with this unless I've got any changes that I get from my group tonight. Now, what I'll do for the people in our organization, I'll put this up there as a PDF. But if you want me to brand the back of this to you, then I'll do that. I'll take the time to create a PDF, because a lot of times in a PDF you cannot manipulate any fields, and I don't personally know how to make PDFs available to you that you can manipulate fields. I know there's a way to do that, but I'm not savvy enough to know how to do it, and I don't really particularly want to learn right now how to do that. So if you like this flyer, the front sides you can get out of the Synergy Co-op, and the back side I'll be more than happy to spend the time. You need to send me a picture. You need to send me what your contact information is. If there is a website that you want me to send them to. For example, I don't think David's on the call tonight, but David has a landing page where he has people that actually buy off of his landing page. I taught him how to code his buttons. So his buttons are coded on his landing page. His buttons are coded directly to his Synergy account, meaning that he shows, I think, 1 box, 3 or 4 boxes, and then the jumbo jar plus 1. And when they click on the Buy Now button, the coding for the button is coded so that it actually goes onto the shopping cart for that exact product, and it already shows his distributor number and name in the upper right hand corner. And so he has that in place. So if he's got a if he wanted me to brand this to him, again, I would just have him give me his image, his contact information. If there was a buy now or a website that he wanted people to go to, he could have that. We could put a comment here: if you'd like to purchase this product, click, go to the following URL, and then they can always take this in a PDF. They could always click on that. I can do the PDF where that's a live link to that website, and then a person can click on a PDF and link into a live website. Or if they're getting this like a flyer at this trade fair that I'm going to, then they would just have to type in the URL on their browser window, and then they could go to that website. So again, I tried to make this as non-branding as possible. In this case, I'll brand it to you if you provide me with the contact information. I'll create the PDF for you. I'll then send you the PDF. You then download the PDF to your computer, and then you've got access to that PDF all the time. You can choose which front that you want, the option with the couple exercising, or the option with the guy running out towards you. And so you can choose your front. You'll have your back. You can send those PDFs to your local printer. You can choose how many that you're going to want to get printed, and then your local printer can then go ahead and do the front and back for you. Do I have any questions? I know some people came in just recently. Let me go back and I'll show you the fronts again. So this is a PDF that we've created as a new sales tool for you to help attract people to want to use Pro Arginine Plus. This one is designed more for people who are into athletics. The information is exactly the same as the next one I'm going to show you. 10 reasons to take Pro Arginine Plus. Down at the bottom, discover how nitric oxide therapy can improve human performance. The other one here would be this one here, where we have, instead of the guy running in a crowd of other runners, we have a couple, husband, wife. She's biking, he's jogging. And then we have the same information with regards to the 10 reasons to take Pro Arginine Plus. Those reasons will all pass the mustard of being from a compliance standpoint, discover how nitric oxide therapy can improve human performance, and then what I was showing is the back side of this flyer where we have the power of nitric oxide therapy. We've got basically 3 paragraphs from a narrative standpoint, contact information, and what I was sharing is that I'll be using this at a trade show that Dane has asked me to go to in Las Vegas. About 30,000 people will be at that trade show, and I'll be there for 1 day. And our product of choice to harness nitric oxide therapy, Pro-Arginine Plus from Synergy Worldwide. So I've got a URL that I've not used called Why Buy Pro-Arginine Plus. I think that's the name of it. I'll most likely create a website landing page, add that to this flyer so that a person can link into a website that would again provide information for that individual to make a buying decision in terms of calling myself or calling Dane. And I will again, for our organization, I won't do this for other people outside of our organization, but for everyone that's in our organization, if you want me to brand this backside to you, you need to provide me with your image, the spelling on your name so I get it correct, the phone number that you want, your email address that you want, and if you have a page that like a URL page that you've got set up for yourself, then I can also add that in the branding message for yourself. Correct, but I wanted to be able to make this available for both athletics as well as people who are non-athletic, so I chose to use human performance because if I'm talking to an athlete, I can just talk to them with regards to athletic performance. It's also one of the reasons why I put this extra line here for athletes, because I want this flyer, I want the backside to be able to resonate with everyone, whether they're athletic or not. So that's why I chose to word that first line. We believe there is a simple but powerful way to naturally address cardiovascular health concerns as well as improve athletic performance. So the individual that I'm talking to, I can gear my emphasis of what I'm going to point out to them based upon where they're coming from. If they're non-athletic and they've got cardiovascular health concerns like high blood pressure or diabetic complications, then I'll talk in relationship to that. If I'm talking to an athlete, then I'm going to talk to them in relationship to their workouts, their actual performance, and their recovery. Tammy, how would you like to see a 15% improvement in your athletic performance? How'd you like to be able to work at a higher intensity during your workouts? How would you like to actually recover quicker and faster from both your workouts as well as the events that you're in for performance? Would that make a difference for you? Would that be something you're interested in? Then you need to know about the power of nitric oxide therapy. You need to understand how this can truly benefit you. I mean, the bottom line to this, Tammy, is that if I help you apply nitric oxide therapy, I'm going to help you actually improve blood flow to deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, allowing you to work at a higher aerobic capacity, which means, Tammy, that you're going to have less lactic acid accumulation. That burning sensation that you may have felt in some of your workouts, especially in performance, you're not going to feel that like you did before. In fact, sometimes you won't even feel it at all. I've got athletes that are just completely blown away, that they just do not feel that kind of burning sensation that they used to have. And they can work at a much higher intensity, recover quicker, do their second and third sets at a higher percentage, and then when they're in performance, their competition, they can work at a much higher intensity over a longer period of time. And when they're done, see their bodies recover. They don't have the soreness. They're able to recover quicker. It's just amazing. They are absolutely amazed at what nitric oxide therapy is doing for them. I don't have a lot of information to share with you. I just wanted to share this new tool to show you what it looks like, to let you know that tomorrow I'll have the fronts up in the Synergy library, so the PDFs for the 2 front choices of your flyer. I'll also have what you're seeing here, which is the back side of the flyer. That will also be up there as a PDF. And then, like I've shared, if you want to use this flyer and you're in our organization, our Synergy family, then I'll be more than happy to do your own personal PDF on the back side with your image, your contact information, and if you have a website that you want to drive traffic to, then just provide me with that URL. We'll make it a live link in the PDF, and then if you do print this, it won't be live on a piece of paper, but people can always type the URL address in their browser window to find it. So Elon, there's two fronts that we have, so you can choose which front that you want to use. This one is designed for athletic performance because of the image that we're using. The 10 reasons to take Pro-Oxygen Plus are the same on both flyers. And the bottom just says, discover how nitric oxide therapy can improve human performance. Tammy's question is why I used human, not athletic. And the reason why is because I want to be able to use this flyer for both human performance and athletic performance. So if a person's got cardiovascular issues, that's a human performance. If they've got an ED issue for a male, that's a human performance. If they're into athletics, it's still human performance, but I'll just coach it in athletic performance. And then the other one is this one here, where again, this would be more towards marketing to 45 and above as an age category, and it's a couple that are exercising, but they're certainly not high intensity exercise. It's a guy doing a slow jog and his wife doing a slow ride next to him. Yes. Yes, Elon. Let me take Elon first and then I'll come back to Tammy. Go ahead, Elon. Yeah, so again, this will be, I'll put it up tomorrow in the PDF section of the Synergy Library, and then you can choose which one you feel is best for the market that you're operating in. And then what I was sharing is the backside of the PDF. I'll put this backside also in the PDF section of the Synergy Library. But if you wanted me to brand this to you, I've already got your image. We would just need to make sure that I've got the right contact information. If there's a website that you want them to go to, I can put that there, and then I can create a PDF just for you. It wouldn't be hosted in the Synergy Library. I would just create the PDF for you because all I have to do is just change out the image and the contact information, make it a PDF, and then send you the PDF. You can download that to your computer, and then you can have it. And then if you want to use the flyer in some type of health fair that you might be in Barbados, you can then go and get whatever print run that you want by sending the front that you've chosen of the two different options, the back that's branded to you with your contact information, and then you can have them run that as a one page, two-sided one page, and run whatever number that you want for that event that you're going to do. Okay, I take it by the silence that there's no additional questions with regards to this new presentation tool. Appreciate your time on tonight's webinar. It has been recorded. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed evening. Talk to you later.